Your attention is your most valuable currency. In a world that screams for your every glance, this truth has never been more critical. Think about it. Where you invest your focus, you invest your life. Every moment is a transaction. Are you spending it on things that enrich your soul, or is it being drained away bit by an endless stream of digital noise? Every scroll, every ping, every distraction costs you clarity. It's a subtle theft, happening one notification at a time. The constant pull of social media, the 24-hour news cycle, the pressure to respond instantly, it all fractures our concentration. It leaves us feeling anxious, overwhelmed, and disconnected from what truly matters. We're left with a shallow awareness of everything, but a deep understanding of nothing. But this is not a permanent state. It's a choice. And today, we reclaim it. We make a conscious decision to turn away from the chaos and turn toward the calm. This isn't about rejecting technology, it's about mastering it. It's about choosing purpose over passivity. Remember this fundamental truth. You were not designed to be scattered. The Bible tells us that God is not a God of disorder but of peace. You were created in His image, with a mind capable of deep thought and a heart capable of profound connection. This constant state of distraction is unnatural. It's a departure from the wholeness you were created for. Because you were built to build, not just careers or projects, but a life of meaning. You were made to cultivate your gifts, to serve others, to create beauty, and to deepen your relationship with your Creator. This requires presence. It requires the undivided attention that the world is so desperate to steal. This is why we must see that focus is not just a skill, it's a spiritual discipline. Like prayer or fasting, it is an intentional act of consecrating your mind to God. It's about choosing to fix your thoughts on what is true, noble, and pure. It is in this sacred space of concentration that we quiet the world and finally hear His voice. It's where we find our purpose and begin to build the life we were always meant to live. In the timeless wisdom of the Scriptures, we find a powerful directive for our often chaotic modern lives. It's a call to clarity, a blueprint for peace amidst the noise. The book of Proverbs, a wellspring of practical guidance, offers this profound instruction. Let your eyes look straight ahead, fix your gaze directly before you. Proverbs 4:25. Think about what this means today. We are surrounded by 1,000 things vying for our attention. The endless scroll, the constant notifications, the pull of what others are doing. These are the peripheral distractions that blur our vision and pull us from the path God has set for us. This ancient wisdom isn't just about physical direction, it's about spiritual and mental focus. It's about choosing where you invest your most precious resource, your attention. Because when you guard your attention, you guard your purpose. Your attention is the rudder of your soul. If it is constantly being jerked from side to side by the waves of distraction, you lose the ability to steer toward your divine destination. Protecting your focus is an act of worship, a declaration that your primary allegiance is to the mission God has placed on your heart. So let's make this practical. Let's turn this principle into a practice. Here's your challenge for today. First, silence one distraction, just one. This isn't about achieving perfect monastic silence, it's about a single intentional act of rebellion against the noise. Maybe it's turning off notifications for an hour. Maybe it's choosing not to open that social media app. By doing this, you are carving out a sacred space, creating a quiet moment where you can actually hear your own thoughts and, more importantly, hear the still, small voice of God. Second, write one goal. In the quiet you've just created, bring clarity to your intention. The act of writing transforms a vague wish into a tangible objective. It doesn't have to be a monumental life change. It could be as simple as, I will be fully present with my family tonight, or I will spend 10 minutes in prayer before checking my email. Make it clear, concise, and focused. This is you, fixing your gaze. And third, commit it to God. This is the most vital step. It is the bridge between your effort and God's power. This isn't just a hopeful wish, it's an act of surrender and partnership. You are acknowledging that your plans, your strength, and your focus are ultimately fulfilled in Him. You are inviting the architect of the universe to co-author your next step. This act of commitment is where our striving ceases and His grace begins. As it is promised in Proverbs 16:3, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. Notice that word, establish. He doesn't just approve them, He makes them firm, stable, and secure. He builds your focused intentions on the rock of his faithfulness. You don't need more time. We are all gifted the same 24 hours in a day. The illusion is that we are short on minutes, but the reality is that we are starved for attention. You need more focus, a deep, unwavering concentration that transforms ordinary moments into sacred spaces. It's the kind of focus that allows you to be fully present, to channel your energy not just efficiently, but with intention and heart. This is where the work becomes worship. Flow begins when you stop chasing the relentless noise of the world, the endless notifications, the fleeting trends, the anxieties that scream for your attention. This external chaos is a thief of peace and a barrier to breakthrough. Instead, you must learn to start listening to purpose. This is a quieter practice. It's the stillness where you can finally hear that small, still voice, much like Elijah found God not in the fire or the earthquake, but in the gentle whisper. Purpose isn't found in the crowd. It's cultivated in the quiet sanctuary of a soul aligned with its creator. This is your new identity. You are focused, choosing presence over distraction. You are disciplined, not through harsh self-rule, but through a loving devotion to your calling. And with every intentional act, you are building legacy, a legacy not of monuments, but of meaning, a testament to a life lived on purpose, for a purpose greater than yourself. Like this video and subscribe to our YouTube Spark Your Momentum.